Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. It's that time again where I bring you my tips, facts, or experience that you may or may not find helpful. Dragonflight pre-patch is nearly upon us, guys! It's almost here! Let's look at what is exciting me most coming with Phase 1, since this pre-patch is separated by 2 phases. What's coming, what excites me, and this is just my list. This isn't even including everything. This is just my list. So, obviously, first, you see here in the background, number 1, the UI. The UI, the user interface, is changing, it's being updated. It's getting an edit mode. You can like move things around, you can resize things, and it's a bit insane actually. It's almost as awesome as like ElvUI or some of those other ones in terms of UI adaptability. It's pretty awesome. Number 2, we have your class talent trees with your talents. Oh, look at these! These are awesome! These are super cool. I really like that these are much more, I don't know, they feel more in-depth. It feels more RPG-ish, you know? It's not just a pick your row, I guess. This, I don't know, this just looks a lot cooler. There's a lot of cool abilities, a lot of cool talents. A lot of older stuff that we've already seen before, but it's, you know, being brought back, it's being implemented in a better way, etc., etc. A lot of cool things going on with the talent trees and just the talent trees themselves. And I will actually have a guide on all the little nooks and crannies of the talent trees. Not necessarily the classes, but like how it works, because there's actually some interesting little doodads you can do with like action bars and loadouts. Anyway. Number 3, the race class combos of Mage, Rogue, and Priest are being unlocked for all the races, with the exception of Dracthyr, of course. So all of the current races, including allied races, are getting this awesome new 3 race class combos. The Horde, I think, really kind of won out on this, just because, like, the Draenei get Rogue, which is awesome, but everything else is Horde that didn't have Mage, Rogue, or Priest. So, you know, that's Orcs, that's Tauren, yeah, Orcs, Tauren, and Draenei. And I might be missing something, but super looking forward to this. I'm making every single one, and it's gonna happen. You know it. Number 4, we have a change to how Rez Sickness works. You actually, it's reduced to just 1 minute, down from 10. If you haven't died recently, or ever since, ever, I don't think it's ever been changed in the entire history of WoW. Rez Sickness is 10 minutes, usually, and it really sucks. Especially if it's in like a PvP setting where you're just being camped over and over and you have to run away, and yeah, it's not great. But anyway, Rez Sickness is only going to be 1 minute now. Number 5, we have the new 500 mount collection achievement. It is so cute. It's one of the new Autuck mounts, but they made it all special, and it looks like it's got the, you know, what is that? The soul shape look, like from Ardenweald, you know, you soul shape into something, and it flies! I was a little disappointed at first. I was like, oh, it's cute, but it's a ground mount. No. It flies, and it swim flies. I love it. We have a couple different things coming for our pets, our adorable little companion pets. We have 4 new collection achievements. They go all the way up to 2,000 now. 2,000, as of right now, is the new highest pet achievement collection. That's a lot of pets. But each one, there's 4 of them. There's 4 different stages. The numbers are on screen here for you. They each come with a pet, of course, when you hit that achievement. And look at these little guys. They're so cute. I think my favorite one is Violet Violence. I love the little elementals. They're so adorable. I'm a little confused with the 2000 one, though. It's just a little musk oxen thing. Mr. Mux Oxleys, something like that. Hard to say. I mean, it's cute, but not as flashy as I was expecting for 2,000 pets. Another minor pet change that's super frickin' nice, let me tell you, is now we're going to have the ability to use upgrade stones, which is both levels and quality, on our pets directly through the pet collection journal. Like, I know that sounds like such a small change, but as someone who frequently has to do this in mass, every expansion when new things come in, oh my goodness, it's gonna be so nice not needing to summon every single one to do this. So thank you. We have another itty bitty change that is visual, but I think it's super, super, super nice. Like, really nice. Like this, I was shocked to actually see this. We have different icons now, new icons for our gathering nodes. Like, and they're actually different from each other. Like the ore looks like a little couple lumps of rocks. The fish look like little fish, you know, for pools, fishing pools and such. And the herbs look like little leaves. I mean, look at this. That's just adorable. And you can actually tell them apart now. They're not all the same little dot. Another seemingly minor change that actually I feel like is pretty big is the barbershop is now free. You can do everything in the barbershop. Like, they added being able to change your body type a while back. That's free as well. You can change your hair, you can hit the randomizer, you can change your beard, you can change your tats, I don't care. Everything that you change is free. It does not have any gold cost anymore. That's so nice. We can be more free with our hairstyles, which is pretty sweet. Now if they just add that to transmogging. Okay, now we're getting into the accessibility section. And this first one that we're looking at is the enable interact key, which is interact with target. Those kind of go together. And what this is you know how you use your mouse to click on NPCs and that's kind of the only way you can interact with them? Not anymore. Not anymore! You can use this new little feature to just face the NPC and hit a key. Whatever hotkey you assign to it, the default I think is F. I'm using F for something else. But, and I mean, look at this. Look, it even changes based on what you're facing. It shows a little icon and everything. Look at these little icons. Look at these. It's for pets and for like banks, transmoggers. It's just a little icon over their head. Similar to that, we have something called action targeting. Now it's basically the same thing, but for combat NPCs, so like enemies and such. So whatever you're facing, you'll kind of directionally auto-target it. And you can still tab target to override it, which is nice. But if you want to not have to tab target all the time and just kill what's literally in front of your face, there you go. It'll still work. And it still works nicely with the regular NPCs, the non-combat, you know, the friendly ones as well. It'll just, if you have it all on, both the previous interact key and this one, it just, everything that's good or bad will pop up as targeted. And it's, I love this so much. I love it so much. Like, I'm just so excited. Like, this is nice. All right, so I know I'm gushing a lot, but the next one, number 11, is similar in the same vein as the previous target ones, except this is called press and hold casting. What this means is that you don't have to keep spamming your buttons if you want to cast it more than once in a row. You just hold it down and it does it. Like things with multiple charges, it'll cast the one, it'll cast the next, etc., etc. It just, I'm not spamming these buttons right now. Oh, you don't know, you don't realize how nice this feels. Am I gushing? I'm gushing. I'm definitely gushing. I think this is one of my new favorite features because it feels so nice not to spam. Next, something you might not have noticed that we're gonna have, but I'm telling you about it because you're probably gonna love it. I know I'm going to. Is number 12, cross-faction mob tagging, or tapping, depending on what you want to call it. So what that means is both Horde and Alliance can work together in the open world. As long as you don't have war mode on. War mode is unchanged, obviously. You are hostile to each other. But in the open world, if you don't have war mode on, you can help your Horde or Alliance buddies that are out there and both get count for it. Number 13 is a bit of a mixed bag feeling, but I knew it was coming, and there's 3 upsides to this. Covenant abilities are being restricted to only use in the Shadowlands, but positive number 1, they're not just straight up removing them. That's nice. They're still going to be there. You can still use them in the Shadowlands. They're still there. Positive number 2, a lot of them have actually been burnt into the talent trees. I guess baked is the better word. Burnt sounds bad. But like Divine Toll, I noticed that I use all the time on my paladin. His Divine Toll, he gets to keep it if I choose it in his talents, so that's nice. And positive number 3, for those of us who love soul shapes and are now very sad we don't get to keep them outside of the Shadowlands, we kind of do. There is a soul shape toy that you get from the soul shape Raven lady in Ardenweald. It's a little quest. You just go talk to her. I'm not sure what the requirements to get it are. I could only get it on my main. Like, my alts didn't seem to have it available. But you only need it once anyways, so... But yeah, that turns you... It's just the visual. No speed, unfortunately, for the soul shape. But it's the visual, at least. So, you can keep using that. So, we don't lose our soul shapes entirely, so that's good. And for number 14, the last thing that I'm really excited about. Again, there are a lot more things coming than just in this list, but these are the ones I'm excited for. I say that, but white and gray transmog, the common and whatever the poor, that's the other one, common and poor gear. Still no word on that yet. But it's still listed as the with or before Dragonflight launch status, so it's still coming. I'm still excited for it. I still want it. My banks are so full, it hurts. But it's still coming, so we can still be excited about it, even if it's taken forever. And there we have it. If you think I've missed information, or you want to request I do a specific guide, let me know in the comments below. Even if I don't answer you, I just might add your idea to my list. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte.